anything proof. Pwedeng pandemic proof. Pwedeng crisis proof. Pwedeng bulletproof. Proof. Just kidding. Hi! Kamusta po kayo? Kamusta yung mga nakaraang araw? Again, welcome to my YouTube channel, and I am Zsa-zsa Zorilla, or on Facebook, it's at Financial Advisor ZZCZ. So to those who have yet to follow me on Facebook and in here on YouTube, again, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification button so you'd be notified whenever I post another video. Okay? So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing to you 7 choices you can do to make anything proof or to create anything proof financial plan. Okay? So why do I say anything proof? Kasi syempre we know naman na now we have the COVID-19, we have a pandemic. So it's basically turned into a crisis and something like that. So we ought to know that anything like that, anything similar to that can happen to us. That's the reason why in this video, I'm going to be sharing to you how to create anything proof financial plan. Anything proof. Pwedeng pandemic proof. Pwedeng crisis proof. Pwedeng bulletproof. Proof. Just kidding. So if you want to learn more about those things, tune in and watch until the end. So our first step is we have to set clear goals. Why do I say clear goals? Kasi actually the reality of it is we have several goals that we want to do. We have several dreams that we want to accomplish. But when would you want that to happen? When would you want that when would you want to achieve that? So that's something that we really have to write and we have to be particular about. We have to really know. So kumbaga, we need to write a financial plan that will include your financial goals, your timeline, when would you want to achieve it, and of course, the price tag. So how much is it? So then we would know, or we would have an idea, oh, malapit na pala, I should be doing this. So we have to, the reason why we're going to be doing that is for us to have a target. Okay? Feasible target. And of course, we have to know the price tag. How much is that goal of ours? So we have to set clear goals, SMART goals. Have you heard of that? Okay. So moving to the second step, our second step is we have to begin a saving habit. We have to start a saving habit. So we have to, moving forward, we have to segregate our finances, our monthly income. Alam niyo na po ba yung 50, 30, 20 na rule? If not, okay, this is how we'd want to do that. So 50% is going to be for our essential expenses. So ito yung mga household expenses natin, utilities and the like, food, groceries, something like that. So that's going to take 50% of our income, of our monthly income. Second is 20% is going to be for our savings. Says you're saving for your retirement, saving for a house, saving for long-term goals, saving for emergency funds as well. So that's going to take 20% of your monthly income. Okay, now what's the 30%? 30% naman, I know you're working hard, so of course, you deserve to enjoy the finances, the income that you're getting, correct? So 30% of the 100% will go to your lifestyle expenses. So there you can use for your outing, say you want to eat out. So that's where you're going to be getting those funds, 30%. So that's the 50, 30, and 20 rule. 50, 20, and 30 rule. But of course, to our fellow Christian Filipinos, part of our income goes to our tithings. So what you can do 50, 20, 20, and then 10% will go to your tithings. Okay? Got that? So of course, you have to religiously do it. Kasi di ba sabi nga natin, you have to pay yourself first. Do it so that your future self will be thankful for you. Okay? Clear? So the third step is preparing or building your emergency funds. Okay? You have to build your emergency funds. So ito yung pinaka-realizations natin ngayon. If I have a realization now, that's the number one. We have to have our emergency fund. So how much is the ideal emergency fund? Previously, I have mentioned in my live or my Facebook video that it should be at least 3 to 6 times your monthly income or your monthly expenses. 3 to 6 times of your monthly income. So suppose, look at this one. Suppose I am earning 30,000 every month. I should have a minimum of 3 times of that. So that's going to be 90,000. Right? And then the maximum should be times 6 times of that. So 30 times 6, that's going to be 180,000. Now, if you want to stretch it further, you can aim for 6 months to 12 months. Okay? That's something you can gradually work your way. Hindi siya yung parang isang buhos, hindi naman. So, you have to set a certain portion of your income. Tapos, ideally, you should have a jar for it na wherein you just place everything for emergency funds until you've reached your target na 3 times, 6 times, or 12 times your monthly income or monthly expenses. You know how we've always heard, cliche na nga siya na we have to save for the rainy days. Now, we're in a pressing issue or pressing time wherein we really need to do that moving forward. Okay? Gaya tayo sa mga langgam, sa mga ants na they always religiously save up. Even if it's not yet a rainy day, they consistently do it. Okay? So, saludo tayo sa mga langgam. So, the fourth step is you have to get insured. Why do you need to get insured? Most if not all of us are on our way to building our finances. Still or yet, we're still building our finances. Okay? So, we're still on our way to building our portfolio. Now, what if something like death or critical illness happens? Kasi we know naman na that's something na it's inevitable. It's going to happen. And the question is, when? It's not a matter of if we're going to pass away, if we're going to get sick. The matter is, when is it going to happen? That's something that we need to think about. Okay? So, that's the reason why you have to have an insurance, because if you cannot manage the risk yourself, the life insurance companies will be the one shelling out the money for you. Okay? So you have to have a safety net, you have to have your spare tire, you have to have your life jacket, another parachute, and whatnot. It's something that you should have. So that's included also in our 7 bright ways or 7 choices you can do to have anything proof financial plan. So that's our number 4. Number 5 is we have to make our money earn more. Why? Because we have to realize that there's this thing, inflation. Okay? So, you know already that inflation is yung pagtaas at pagbaba ng value ng pera natin. Pagtaas ng necessary na bilihin, pangunahing bilihin natin. So, that's the reason why we have to earn our money. We have to get an interest that's going to topple or matatalo yung interest rate. No, let's give you an example. Suppose our savings is offering us 1.56% na annual interest rate. But the reality of it is, ang ating inflation rate, it's going to average from 1.40, sometimes it goes down below 1. But ang average niya ng 19 years, from 2001 to 2019, it's 3.80 something, rounded off, it's 4%. Now, if we're being given 1.56% na interest rate sa savings natin, and then our inflation rate goes to 3%, did our money actually earn? Kumita po ba talaga yung pera natin? The reality is hindi. Nag-abono pa tayo. So, we have to make our money earn more yung interest na that's going to topple or matatalo yung inflation rate. So, that's something we can think about. When you aim for an interest, if you really want to actually make your money earn or grow more, you have to think of a way, or you have to look for a company that's going to give you that interest that you wanted. So we have to remember, inflation rate minus interest rate is your real interest. Okay, so that's how you should compute it. Clear? So the number 6 step is, you have to build your plan with a financial advisor. Okay, you have to look for someone you can trust, someone you can depend on, and someone that's reliable, that's always going to be present with you. Why do you need a financial advisor? Most of the things that I'm telling to you, we already know. But kasi what's happening with us is, if we're not being reminded of it, it's highly likely na makakalimutan natin siya. Na we'll just be doing things na parang kesera-sera. Whatever happens will happen. Or parang I'm winging it as it's happening. Parang tira lang ng tira kung pumasok, good. Pero if not, sige, moving on. Now, you really have to find a financial advisor because you have to have someone who's going to keep you on check. That's going to be keeping up with the lifestyle, with your lifestyle. So we know naman now your lifestyle is progressing from starting from an employee, you're going to be a manager, then top manager, then of course you're going to be an executive. So your financial advisors will be there for you throughout your progression, throughout your lifestyle changes. Okay, so you have to have someone who's going to be there with you to keep you on track with your goals. Okay? Now, the last step is you have to stay the course. Don't chicken out, don't back out because this is happening. Like, oh, there's a crisis. Meron na tayong COVID-19. There's a pandemic. No, I'm going to chicken out. I'm going to hide. I cannot do this anymore. No, don't. Please don't. So you have to stay the course. You have to really stick to that. Even if it goes down today, it's okay. Chances are it's going to bounce back. We've seen it happen before. Believe me, we've seen it happen before. Why? We've had several crises similar to this one. This isn't the first time. So it's happened before. Like we've had martial law, we've had the EDSA 1, 2, and 3. We've also had coup plots. We have coup d'etats. We've had like the impeachment of the president, right? We've also had global financial crisis before. We've had global, we've had Asian financial crisis before. And those things we were able to bounce back. So know that you have to stick or you have to stay to the course. Because why? At the end of the day, who are we doing this for? We're doing this for ourselves, for our future selves, and of course, for our family. Now, I hope I have helped you on how you can create anything proof financial plan. If you want to know more about this, I am Zsa-zsa and I am a financial advisor from Sun Life of Canada, Philippines. Now, if you want more tips, more learnings, more education, more sharing on those matters, please never hesitate to talk to me and PM me. Okay? Again, on Facebook and on Instagram, it's going to be at Financial Advisor ZZCZ. I'm going to write here my contact information, so should you want to approach, message me or anything, just refer to this. Okay, so again, this is Zorilla, your financial advisor and partner in life. Signing off now. Bye-bye.